least. Right. So what we do want to do is look at plumbing some of this water down. Straight down here. I think we just run it down the base. And we see what temperature is by the time it gets to... I mean, we put a reservoir here. The only downside is getting it down to this point might be a little bit difficult. Not that. Because we're going to have to jump a few pipes to get it to there. Or we bring it down there. Jump, 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 and straight into there. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Alright. So, we're going to need to build even more pipes. It's lucky we've got loads of this igneous rock, isn't it? We're going to go down the side of this ladder here. Really long water pipe. It's going to come down here and down the middle there. Flipping it, this is starting to get a bit messy. Yeah, that's right. Liquid pipe, jump through there. Okay. Oh, we could have jumped that and it's going to save us. I've already almost built it though. I wish I hadn't done that. Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. Let's put another liquid bridge in. It gives us that place to jump stuff down, doesn't it? Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Let's run it through there like that, yeah? And then down into a reservoir. Okay. Where is the reservoir? It's in storage. Liquid reservoir. So I think we only need an in at the moment. We don't need an out again. As long as we've got an in, it should work just fine. And we've already got power going up there, albeit we need to be a little bit careful. I mean, the potential load is only 240 watt on this wire. So that's not too bad. We should be able to power this thing in. Like that. Alrighty. Very cool. Very cool. Once it gets going. Why are we almost out of food? Something I've only just noticed. What's happened? What has happened? Did the food spoil or something? Did we stop producing food? Is that not powered? It is powered. What happened? Why are we no longer producing enough food, guys? Some of those critters have died as well. Eight out of 8 in there. Oh, we've got stone hatchling eggs. Okay, well now we've got enough power, let's hook these things back up. Why not? Start incubating eggs a bit faster. I want to tell them they can... One of them can do stone hatchlings. Continuous incubate. Auto wrangle surplus. 6. No. Let's go. What are we short on? 4, something like that. 3. 3 is the right amount. I think. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm trying to work out why we haven't got any food. It could be to do with one of those things eating everything. There was a Dreco somewhere. Is that eating all my meal wood? Attack it, please. I don't want it. It's a pain in the neck. Right, now we've done that. Turn that on. There are a good few germs in there. Not dropping that quickly though. Why is that? Have we got carbon dioxide in there or something? No, that should be working. Maybe it needs to get pumping it. We're up to 42,000 calories. We're going to say these rooms can have stone hatchlings as well. Hatchlings and... where are the stone ones? I think that they'll just merge in. I think that'll be fine. We're down to 37,000 calories again. Guys, what is happening? Are we just not getting the eggs? Is that what was going on? Was that what was giving us all the extra calories? We had so much food and now we've got none. Well, not none, but not many. Why is that thing running? Ah, man, I've screwed up this whole system here. This is bad news. We need to pause this right away. Okay. That shouldn't be running. So, the reason it is because that wire all needs to be deconstructed. Or we need to have a switch in it. We could actually set up the switches here, couldn't we? That'll save man to run all the way over there to do it for a while. So yeah, we need... Can you put a switch on a ladder? Probably not. Can you put them next to a ladder? I would think so. Okay. Deconstruct all this wiring for now. And deconstruct those switches like that. And deconstruct that. And that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is... Actually, that is fine. We'll leave it like that. We'll take it under. And cancel that deconstruct there. We don't need to do all of that. What we do want to do is deconstruct the extra bit. So we'll do it like that. So that goes up to there. And then deconstruct that corner piece there like that. Actually, it's just that piece that we're going to want to deconstruct. Okay, make that happen, please, guys. Okay. Food. Food situation is a problem. It was all going so well, too. All going so well. Did they wrangle some? 5 out of 8. Well, you know what? Attack. Get some barbecue on, guys. Where's he gone? He is there. Alright, yeah, cook up some barbecue. Alright. I kind of feel like I've lost track a little bit of what I was doing there. I really should have kept my eye on the food resources. Yeah, that's done. Alright. And then we're going to want to take another wire over the top of it, yeah? So that's going to... And we'll kind of bring it out like that. So bring it out like that. And then we'll bring it out like that. That's not going to be right, is it? We need to take it off of there. How's that going to work? I'm getting really mixed up here. So what? Deconstruct the piece at the back. And we'll put a switch in there, right? We'll just do that one thing. So that's got a switch in it. Yeah. Wire in like that. Okay, yeah, this will work, yeah. So we're going to switch there as well. Switch there. And we're going to take the wire into the switch. Around like that. Across the top, over like that. It's going to come directly down, power this thing. And that can all be deconstructed. And get off that. You can deconstruct that. Okay. That should do the job. Now we should be able to turn them on and off from here now then. Alright, that needs to be off, by the way. We don't want that running. And then are we actually hooked up to the mains? We are hooked up to the mains, okay. Groovy. That's all built, isn't it? Why is that not running then? Should be getting power. It's just not hooked up on the corner. Which is okay. You know what? Let's deconstruct this. While we're at it, because we don't need that there. We really don't need that battery there. That's a waste of space. And we do need it hooked up with a wire. They're not deconstructing that. Deconstruct that switch as well, actually. How is our hydro? We got the second thing running yet? That is running. Okay. 54,000 calories. Pretty good. Oh, I think we can build those things up here now. It'd be good if we could. Anyway, get on with that later. There's no major rush on it. Automation. Gas element sensor. Right. I said we would have it there. Yeah? Okay. And then automation wire. So yeah, go up and build it first actually. We'll hook some automation. We're going to need the automation wire hooked up to it. So automation wire. Straight up and into that thing. Cool. Get that built and we'll come back and look at it in a minute. Okay, where were we? We're dealing with the electrics around here that they don't seem to want to mess with right now. But they're going to have to sooner or later. Gonna run out of water here eventually, but we've got some plans with regards to that. What is the situation here? No liquid output, and we need one, do we? We need a liquid output. So, liquid. Nothing's come down there yet. Is there a reason for that? Contents empty. It's not powered. Okay. We're about to do it though. There is a lot of work for them to do. It's a long old commute getting up there and back. Okay, they've done that right. Wire. Oh, just wire it in. Simple. Like that. Done. And it's turned on, so that's... actually... Is that on Visco Gel? Yeah, it is. Cool. We're about to pour some more water into here. 2 reservoirs worth, specifically. How much water can they hold, these things? Water. 5. It says 5. Does that mean 5 blocks? I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's going to get rid of the last few germs while they circulate the stuff that was in the pipe out. I've seen a design to build one of these without having to do the old circulation trick. Why is it not circulating? It says the pipe's blocked. Shouldn't be. Alright, okay, it's because of that. There shouldn't be any germs in this water anymore. So, yeah, I think we circulated it for long enough that we should wait for those to disappear fully. I think we're probably doing okay. It's just that little tiny bit that's in the pipe before you turn it on that you have to worry about, but that's been taken care of now. So, turn that on. I was hoping we'd be able to start pumping it out. Not looking good though. Water. Yeah, why doesn't that want to work? The whole thing is kinda airlocked, unfortunately. Now the only way I can think to do this, so where's the water coming out of? It's gonna be to take out that bit of pipe there, deconstruct, and then put it back in straight away afterwards. And we're going to end up with some water on the ground, but it's clean water. Shouldn't really cause us a major issue. A little bit of it's going to fall down there. We can do a mop. And it's just giving us a bit more water in the water lock, so it's no huge dramas there. And then that should give us just enough movement in the system to get that running, and we'll make sure we don't completely screw that up next time. Of course it would be bedtime for them, so they're not going to want to go and do that work for me. Never mind though. What is going on up here? Let's have a look. We've still got no power going to it. Why is that? We should have power going to everything. Let's have a look at this. The generator's not fueled. Is that what's going on here? The generators are more or less empty. And the batteries have got power in. So why aren't we getting... Why aren't we getting any power? That's what I want to know. This runs up here. This power quite a lot of stuff. Did I mess this up? Current load. Ah, I turned it off. There's a switch down here. For goodness sake. Okay, well, yeah, we'll turn that on in a minute then. There's no huge rush on filling that reservoir up, is there? Because we're not actually dealing with Okay, filter. We're going to want to be filtering for chlorine. So, filtered gas, output chlorine. So, well, let's just, if that, what's currently ready? Oxygen. So, let's just test it out for a second. So, if we got oxygen in there, it goes green. Okay. So, we want this to filter out chlorine. So if it senses chlorine, it goes green, and which it will very soon. And then that thing will run until it goes red. Sounds good? Sounds good. And it shouldn't take that long for it to get to that level. Now we've got that set up, we can probably just turn this switch on. Turn on. And that will turn the water pipe on as well. Yeah, did this ever get fixed? Is it still airlocked? There's no reason for that not to be working. Yikes. Okay, yeah, here we go. 1.5. It's warming up a bit as it comes down. That's going to cool the base off so well, having that coming through here. Sitting in those pipes, sitting in this reservoir. It's going to look great. Alright, I don't know how to fix this system. Let's have a look. The problem is this. I think. It won't. Have we got power? We've got power. Run into that filter. No problems there. Okay. Deconstruct that bit of... There's germs in that bit of pipe there. Now it's going to run back the other way. Is this still pipe blocked? Why is the pipe blocked? Deconstruct that there as well. So there's germs in there now, which is unfortunate. Hoping the chlorine. Let's mop that because we don't need that really getting all over the place if we can help it. Alright, a little bit stuck with this system here, but we'll come back to it in a second. Let's have a look what our blueprint is. Sand. We'll take the sand. Okay, let's look at our temperature now. Because it had heated up a little bit. But this should be a bit of a game changer. So the temperature of the water in there is 2.3 degrees Celsius. And there should be no germs in there. Which is perfect. And so we can run that through a sieve. Which we are only going to need to be powered when we want to use it. And we can run it to other places as well, can't we? So what we might want to do is actually have other reservoirs full in different places. And we can filter some of that into our main water source. What we're going to have to watch out for here is this thing's going to get too high. And we don't have any way to shut it off, do we? So we're going to have to deal with the water one way or another. Has our thing got triggered yet? Not yet. Very soon. Yeah, how are we going to run this? So, that's not heating up very quickly at all, is it? I don't know if the liquid reservoir is actually going to run like a radiator. I know the pipe is. So there's that. So what we could do is run that pipe down here and all around here. Because this is where a lot of heat's going to be coming from, isn't it? Having that pipe running through the base should be a big help. But what I should have done is made that run a lot further. Although we cool this right down, this is all going to be cool as well. So we're going to let it sit in here for a while and warm up, and then dump a load of it into there through a water sieve. Just into there, yeah, perfect. So we can build that right now. It's in refinement. Water sieve. We will. It'd be good if I could have it in between, wouldn't it? No, we'll have it there. We'll have it there actually. Yep. Because then the output pipe can be built in like really simply, just like that. That's fine. And the input pipe, I can just pull it off there somehow. And we're going to want a valve though, aren't we? So we can shut it off. And we can lower the temperature of that water down to something really cold. So the rest of the pipes in the base get cold as well. And then we're going to refrigerate the whole base like that. But right now, that is doing a pretty good job of keeping the base cold. It's getting a bit warm up there actually. Getting a little bit warm up there. So we might want to cool that water down. So what are we looking at on here? 1.7 degrees. Well, that's gonna warm up over time. So we'll just leave it for a bit. Has this kicked on yet? Not quite. Very close. Very close to that kicking on. Oh, I've got it set for chlorine. I forgot. It's hydrogen. You people need to help me. Does it need to be in there for a second, does it, or something? I don't know, is there a way to maybe have a couple of those? Possibly. Makes the other one active or something like that. We'll figure that out in a bit. But yeah, everything seems to be running just fine. What we were going to want to do was to run some pipes from that thing. Potentially down into the generator area. We're going to need some cooling down there sooner or later. Sooner or later. Why is that not built? It's unreachable. Put a piece of scaffolding in. Because we're going to be having... we're going to be having hydrogen pumping its way down here very soon, if not already. I'm surprised we're not there yet. I'll speed things up a bit. It can't be taking long, surely. Which is a good point. How much coal have we got? Because I've got to stop taking my eyes off things, really. Yes, okay, it clicked on. Oh, I clicked on for a second. We may need to change this. We may need to make this into more of a tunnel. Because that is only clicking on for a second. And that hydrogen is becoming really condensed higher up. I think we might need to turn that into more of a tunnel. Which will be a shame because we'll lose this hydrogen that we've generated. But not the end of the world by any stretch. Anyway, we'll leave it for now because it works currently. We've run enough coal and that's doing it. That's enough to do it. We were going to change these to smart batteries. That was a plan, wasn't it? So we can start looking at that. I really would like to sort this system out here. 1.7 degrees. I don't think that's warm enough. What's in the pipe? Contents. Polluted water at 7.8 degrees. So yeah, that is soaking up heat out of the base. Yeah. Not a problem, really, is it? We could run another pipe off that. Maybe pull some water down here. The only downside is we're going to have to get rid of it somewhere afterwards. Possibly we could dump it in here, or chuck it down here or something. We could do something with it. It's just, what do we do with it afterwards? That's the only problem. We don't want to be like running out of flipping places to put water, do we? Because that's just going to keep building up. That's going to build up faster than we can do anything with it. And the pipe. We need to figure this out. What is going on with it? Why is it locked like that? Have we got this to... We've got that to say water, have we? So that should just kick the water out now. It's got power. Yeah. Has it? The hydrogen generators are running. When did that start? Yeah, I think it's gone back to red again. Ventilation. Alright, okay, weird. But it is what it is. That's changeable. It is. This system is wrecked for some reason, and I can't work out why. There's way too many germs in there. That's not good. These things, if they go in there to do anything, they're going to get covered in germs. And they're going down, but very, very slowly. There's no way to deal with that, is there? I suppose just leave them to fall, but... I mean, there's somewhere for that to go, that's the issue. We've got nowhere to put this water. Our wastewater. We need to come up with some kind of plan relatively quickly. Yeah, this thing has insulated that water. That wasn't a good idea. If we look at temperature overlay, there's no visible difference. From what I can see. I mean, this has cooled down the air around here. I mean, we could try... This probably tells me how this works, actually, information. Maybe if I go on to refinement, it'll give me more information when I click it. Let's talk about temperature. Overheat. It gives off heat itself. Doesn't say anything about it. Alright, okay. Well, let's put one of these valves in. Connects to an automation grid. Automatically turn liquid flow on or off. Let's go for a standard liquid valve, right? Yeah. Plumb it into there. Turn the thing off as soon as it's built. Plumbing. We've got to start getting the pipes in place. we want to bridge over that. A liquid bridge. Liquid pipe. So we could pipe out and go somewhere else as well, just to kind of... in fact... we'll do this for now, but I've got a better way to do this afterwards. We're going to have to get rid of that water first. So let's stick a valve in, because I don't want any more water. Let's put a valve on the other side of it somewhere, like... we'll put one there for now. Just a shut-off valve, yeah? That's right. Yeah, okay. What I'm thinking is we have it so when the pipes... We don't want it like that. We need a bridge. Liquid bridge. In and out, yeah? Gonna need to manually control this quickly. No, actually it's fine. It's fine. We'll see how it goes. We want it to be able to shut off if we want it to. We'll plumb straight into that now. Alright, like that. That should do it. We can shut the water off there then. Yeah, I'd rather get that done as a priority actually. They're doing it. Fine. Okay. Flow control down to 0 please there. If you can. Yeah, see those are starting to warm up a little bit now. The water in those pipes is at 15 degrees. Okay, so what we could do is we could run it into the pipes, let it warm up, and then dump it into the main water supply and forget this whole reservoir thing. Because that seems to be holding it at a decent temperature. We need power. Again. There's always something. Hopefully not overloading these circuits. Printable. Arbor acorn. I think they're hard to get hold of. So we'll grab one while we can. Yes, so this thing. It's taken too long to fill up with hydrogen. So what I reckon is we build tiles right across here like that. That's going to get enclosed in. We lose a bit of hydrogen, but it is what it is. It should give it more of a chance to kind of funnel over. Maybe even bring it down a bit lower than that actually. But for now we'll leave it the way it is and we'll work it out. Cool, so is that working? There shouldn't be any germs whatsoever in that. No, they're not. It's perfectly clean water. And it's coming out of there at... That's difficult to tell, but... It should cool the thing off. And... If we check out the liquid flow... Yeah, this thing should empty now. We can pretty much empty that reservoir straight into here. And it should cool all that water down nicely as well. Because it's probably coming through the pipes at a very cold... contents is at 13 degrees. 2.5 degrees water. So it's coming out of there. Liquid pipe contents. It's difficult to say exactly. That water's at 19 degrees. Looking pretty good anyway. I'm pretty happy with it. So let's just let's let that go. We'll rip out the reservoir. We'll have more of a pipe system. Yeah. And probably bring it back up to there. Empty out the pipe. And then this is going to be our problem area. Let's have a look at the temperature. Yes, water's really dropping the temperature. So that should help cool the base off. All that water being pumped around the base should get colder and colder and colder. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. The water that's being piped into the plants should be cold, that's for sure. We'll probably look at bringing this across here, around there like that. Yeah, we can. We can do that. So, piping. We've got plenty of the stuff we need to build it with. So we'd bring that across there like that. Down like that. Back across there like that. And then that pipe would be cleared out. And that would be joined up. That gives us some cooling. And probably, how are the temperatures in the bedrooms looking? It's getting a bit warm. It's getting a bit warm in there. 30 degrees. Pretty hot. We've got plumbing in the bedrooms already. That's the only problem. But that stuff should start getting cooler as well. So that'll be fine. You finished my pipe work for me? Okay, cool, right. We would need a valve to actually clear that out. Because that's going to be like a block of water in each piece of pipe. Although, you know what? It actually doesn't matter. I can leave it like it is. It's going to flow through both. And that's not a problem. Yeah, this water's like 17, 18 degrees. We can get that even lower without any issues whatsoever. And we've got a relatively big tank to fill up. We can always extend it, which we probably will do. I can get down here and dig it all out. That's just water. So we could actually take out that wall, take out the bottom, make a huge tank. Keep it nice and chill. Alright, we're another day, another dollar. I like the idea of the water cooling. I just think that, yeah. See, once it starts pumping cooler water up here, see at the moment the contents of that pipe's like 29 degrees. This is all going to start dropping rapidly very, very soon. $18 degrees. Is this really heated up that fast? $10 kilograms of polluted water at 21 degrees. 25, 22, 24. Oh, it's really heated up, hasn't it? So it's really absorbing the heat out of the base. Only downside with that is we could do somewhere to get rid of it too. So we've got this huge area here where we can pour off some and we could dig down into that with a ladder. Put a pipe in there. Yeah. I mean, what's in there? Polluted oxygen. Not a problem. We can definitely dispose of a lot of water in there. Might not be the best idea we've ever had, but certainly not the worst. So if we were to bring... we could use it as like a system drain. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like this idea. So, plumbing. Let's get some pipes in. So, we've got this going to here. Let's have it. Let's have it coming over here. No. Although we do want to get it to drop. Pipework's going to be an absolute mess. That's the only problem. I just want to kind of get it to run down like that. Yeah, we'll run it straight down, actually. It's going to look better. Right. Liquid bridge. Spin that round. So it's like a... No, it's the wrong way. Cancel that job. Okay. Plummet. This is looking like spaghetti. Liquid pipe. In. We'll drop that down. Like that. Okay. Oh, you stupid glitch. Alright. Clear it. Is that all it did that time? Okay. That is all it did that time. Oh, don't zoom in that far. Come on now. Zoom out. There we go. Alright. Plumbing. We need a bridge. Another one. And bring it down. Yeah, this is the idea. Bring it around here. We can run it like around. I mean, it can go pretty much anywhere. We've got so much of this material. There's no reason not to do this, really. I don't think. Is it overkill? Yes. Possibly. Yeah, it's overkill. But the good kind of overkill. 0. And then we'll run it off down here, you see? And off over... No, not on there. We want to go over the top of this thing. But to make it easy, we'll run it right down to the ground. Over there, over the top of this thing. Into there. And out, whoop, out into there. So we'll give that a... we'll give that a liquid vent in there somewhere. Actually, you know what? Just cancel that build there. We'll put the liquid vent one higher. And then we'll be able to seal it up afterwards. Sweet. Once that's done. Okay. And we'll stick a valve in as well. Somewhere that's relatively easy to get to. So we can shut it off. A liquid valve. Just like... there will do fine. Okay. Right. Temperature-wise, everything looks fine. This hydrogen is ice cold. This didn't finish building, did it? And it's because it's unreachable. Okay, right. It's understandable that it's unreachable. We'll build... we're going to build at the side of that to get some... that should make it doable. There's stuff here they're not going to be able to get to, actually, isn't there? Oh no, actually, they're saying they can build that. Maybe they can. They build that from inside and build that from outside or something. Well, we'll see. Might stick some hydrogen tanks down here somewhere. It's kind of power room. It's getting a bit out of control. We'll replace those with smart we're going to need more of them if we do that. Or are we, actually? They seem to work pretty well. We could have another layer of airflow tiles. Like that. Could build the smart batteries before we deconstruct those. Smart batteries. Deconstruct that thing, please, mate. You're not going to build this pipe work. What's going to be the situation here? Oh, they are doing it. That's not filled up with water yet, has it? Oh, it has. Crikey, okay. 10 kilograms of polluted water. Temperature. See what we want. It's for this water to get nice and cold. And the way we're going to do that... Actually, you know what? That does kind of work. We can just drain the system and then open that valve. Close that one. Fill up the thing. We'll turn that to 0 whilst we fill up the reservoir. Or just drain it and turn the pipe on. Bit of a weird type situation, isn't it, actually? But once we get that really cold, choose a blueprint. I don't want any of this stuff, but we're actually almost run out of food again. I still don't quite know what happened there, but do we have stone hatchlings now? If we have, I've probably managed to starve them to death somehow. Oh, there we go, stone hatch, right. It needs to eat, that's why. So, get wrangled into one of these places, I reckon. We might have to attack one so he gets auto-wrangled. Hatchling. Stone hatch, there we go. Right, stone hatches can go in both rooms as well. That's what we want. Stone hatch. So you can go and auto-wrangle him, please, and put him in one of the rooms. And we can set these things so they'll eat igneous rock and sedimentary rock as well. Mainly igneous rocks, we've got so much of it. And the hatchlings can do the same, except we'll let them eat the other rock as well because they're not hatchlings for very long anyway. Alrighty. The food situation should improve a bit, I would think. Are the pipes all built? No, the pipes are not built yet. That says it's unreachable. I knew there was going to be something unreachable, but they didn't want to tell me about it. We'll just build straight up there like that, and then they can do it. Cool. We finished with this hydrogen situation up top. So we can build... Okay, yes, that's going to stay green for a bit longer now. I do think that we need to... Yeah, we need to drag this out a bit more. I think this needs to come down. We're going to prioritise at different rates, aren't we? So that top stuff's going to have to be on a 7. Like that. Yeah. So they don't build themselves in there. Like the absolute maniacs that they are. And my pipe work is built. Okay, cool. That means that we're going to start pumping this cold water out a bit faster now, doesn't it? Temperature overlay. So yeah, that is all going to be pretty cool water getting pumped around the base. Okay, coming down here, we're going to have pretty cool water still. Dripping away down there. Okay, right. Right, that's pretty cold. It's a bit of a mix at the moment because it's coming out of both pipes. But once that's fully cold, we'll let it fill up the reservoir. It's getting there. It's coming through. It's coming past there, which is taking a load of heat out of the air. So that's why it's warming up there, which is fine, because that is what we want it to do after all. So let's open this valve then. Have that fill up the reservoir, okay? We can shut this one for a minute. Someone get down there and sort that out. It keeps the water flowing through the base. So that starts filling up with water at 2.9 degrees, which is perfect. That's exactly where we want it. To be honest, there's no reason why at that temperature we can't just turn this thing on straight away. Why is it slow water? Are we creating kind of like a self-fulfilling blockage here? No, that's normal. That's normal. Temperature. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. So what we could be doing is using the slush guys as part of the electrolysis stuff rather than that underground one, because that is filling up faster than we can do anything with it. So we could be pumping the water down there permanently, using that for the electrolysis, and also using it to cool the base down at the same time. So cooling the base with it, and then filtering it, and then using it for the electrolysis. That might be a good idea. That might be something we can develop in the next episode. Has this thing come on much yet or not? I can't quite work out what they're doing. She's absolutely got herself trapped. Now she's going to absolutely destroy the base. Where on earth is that going? I can't get down there fast enough to work it out. Okay, it didn't do anything too dramatic. But it certainly didn't do anything ideal. And we need to get her out of there as well, don't we, before she actually suffocates. So, someone get up there and build a ladder, because she's almost killed herself. Okay. This is actually terrible, what has happened here. They've done like the worst possible job on it. Alright, just deconstruct it. This is awful. Okay. Except the pipe work there. I don't want you to deconstruct that pipe work. Or any pipe work that might be behind all that. Absolute muppets. Okay, right. We're going to have to fix all this now. Right, cancel everything there. Cancel it all. Cancel that. Cancel the cancellations. Cancel that. Right, let's get this stuff fixed. Absolute muppets. Liquid pipe. That is going up to there. So we probably lost a bunch of water as well. Polluted water down here, I reckon. Mop. Okay. Right, we're going to need some ladders back up there, just to get that fixed. Let's check the electrics and stuff like that. Is that still on? Plumbing still on? And gas. Yeah, it was just that thing. Okay. No major troubles there. So that's currently cooling down this water. We'll get that down to like something like 5 degrees or something before we give up on it. And then we can always feed a bit more in. Gotta find a way to deal with this. This thing needs to be fixed. Pipe blocked. You know what? There's no germs in that. It's clean water now. Let's get the... We've got the guy that can clean the pipes, haven't we? Extract pipe contents. Yeah. So, let's just start taking the odd bit of water out of the system. See if they can do it like that. Oh, it's going to come through loads of germs. That's the only problem. But you know what? Just leave them to it for a minute. How did this work out, temperature-wise? Yes, these pipes are still pretty cool. They're going to keep the room cool. It's cooler than it was, that's for sure. How are we looking for oxygen? We're looking just fine. Yeah, really good. Real good. Okay. Right, what we need to do here is bring this down like properly. That's what needs to happen. So I have to do it one layer at a time, unfortunately. Otherwise, it just won't get done. Deconstruct the ladder. Take that up to there like that. Okay. We're going to have to just work slowly on it. I'm trying to overdo things, I think. We've got hydrogen stuck in that room from what I can see. Yeah, okay, we need to do something about that. Easy fix. Considering it is the way it is anyway, it's just to replace that with an airflow tile. Okay. Anything else? Any other hydrogen stuck anywhere? It's kind of getting trapped around here. It's going to get trapped around the farm. That's to be expected. It's getting trapped in there. There's nothing we can really do about that. It's fine in the bedrooms. It's just going to go through the airflow tiles. So there's no major problems there. Overall, looking pretty good. We're not generating the food, please. Hatchling. Screw it. We'll have the hatchling. Why not? We need food at a faster rate. What is that? It's a stone hatchling. Okay. And there's nowhere to actually put them, is there? Currently. Not the stone hatchlings, anyway. There's a mess in there that needs mopping up. So each room should have 8 at the moment. Yeah, storing 8, storing 8. Which one's going to have the stone hatches in? Attack. Attack. They should go and put the stone hatches in there instead. We're going to do the same thing with the egg beater that we were doing with the stone hatchling eggs. Where we will crack them. Just messing. Crack them, yeah, if we need to. If we get extras. Okay. But the incubator still gets the priority. Okay, cool. Unrefrigerated food, insufficient oxygen generation. I don't believe the oxygen generation is insufficient. But if it was, there's nothing stopping us from sticking another electrolyzer in. Which we may as well do, actually. Because we've got unlimited water sources. And this pipe here to cool it all off. So let's do that. This is cooling down nicely. We're going to let this get to about 15 degrees. At which point it's probably going to shut that off. Is that how we're going to do it? I reckon. But for now, it's doing work. It's doing work. What's happening with our... Ah, right, the system's running again. Perfect. Okay, so that is actually... That should be pumping water back into the system as well. Yeah, it is. A lot hotter, which is fine. We need to empty that out so we can fill it back up. Which is kind of annoying, actually, but it gives us a way to get rid of stuff, I suppose. We're about to run another electrolyzer as well, so that's... Where's that getting water from? Yeah, the same system, so it's having to go through there to get to there. Probably want to... we've got no other way to do it, have we? Max gas pressure up here as well. See, why is that thing not running? It is. It's just not getting the best water supply. We're at max gas pressure there as well. And yet we're being told insufficient oxygen generation. Strange. Don't really get that. Ah, right, okay, we're officially out of storage. Okay, right, here's some ideas for storage. There's no reason not to stick a couple of storage bins for igneous rock in each of these places. We've got a coal storage down here, of course. Is there anywhere else we want to store stuff? We can store some sand next to this thing. And some in here somewhere. Like there, maybe. Just gets us a bit of leeway, I guess. This water is just equalising itself with this stuff at the minute. That's so hot. Although it's not heating up like it was before. What's been fixed there? Oh right, he's trying to empty those pipes. You're going to cancel that work now because it's running. It's running. It's fine. We're not looking at any germs in the water anymore. No, it's 0 germs in the water. Perfect. This whole thing's a bit busy, but yeah, this thing takes sand, doesn't it? Complete water using sand. Okay, right. So is it consumable or I don't think it is. It's gonna be a filtration medium. Sand. Okay. Sand only. We've got these things over here, so we're going to fill one of these with igneous rock, which is going to be raw mineral, maybe. Yeah, igneous rock, and we'll fill the other one with sandstone. Okay. This will empty out some of the other containers a little bit. And we'll do the same thing here. Where we fill one with igneous rock and one with sandstone. Igneous rock. One with sandstone. Okay, cool. And this is going to have... It's not built yet. It actually can't build there, so cancel it. There you go. So, to empty some of these out a little bit, I'm going to just say raw mineral. I'm going to say they can't hold igneous rock or sandstone. And then copy the settings across the lot so that it dumps it all out. And now we can see how much we really had of that stuff, which was considerable. And maybe put in another couple of things in each one of these. Another couple of storage bins in each one. Cancel that. I've gone wrong. Uh, 22,000 calories of food is not very good. Why are we not making enough food? We did destroy some of our mealwood because I was all like excited about having the eggs and stuff like that. Possibly I jumped the gun there. Let's deconstruct some of this nonsense here. Stop. I just realised you've deconstructed a wire. Was it an important wire? It was an important wire. Okay, let's just change that wire then. And make the wire go like that. Okay. Hang on a second. What have I just done? No, this wire's got too much load on it now. It was this wire that it was supposed to be connected to, wasn't it? Because that's not really got anything on its load. So, alright. I've messed that up. Wiring. Yeah, deconstruct what you just did there. And rewire it properly. Down to this one like that. Okay. And then we can do some proper deconstruct stuff on this thing like this. I actually have to cover it up, but never mind. Dig that. Do some sweeping up here, guys, if you can. Alright. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We'll run it till the end of the cycle. Where's all that water coming from? Okay, we need to get something in there quickly because we've got water going all over the place. Priority 9 or 8 or something. Get it built. I don't care what we have to do, but it needs to be done. Mop up if we can. Yep. Start mopping. We need to get another one of those tiles built quickly. Again, set the priority to that so as high as possible. And get mopping everything quick. Yeah, this is going to have to be like a yellow alert type situation here. Just wake up and get it done. I don't care. There's water spilling out. Alright, that's sealed. And the water's just going to be dumped into the regular old place anyway, so it's no big drama. Turn the red alert off. Alright, they can mop that up. No problems, no problems. Okay. Temperature. I mean, it's still pretty cool in the pipes. Turn that on and flush them out. We've got this running there. Bringing that temperature down nicely in there. I like it. We could turn that on there. Let's have a look how fast we're getting rid of this water up here. Are we losing it quickly or slowly? Right, this is working a bit more as intended now, at least. Let's put a tile in there. They can't reach it, can they? Right, we'll make it so they can reach it by putting that there. That is going down, maybe slightly. Okay, which is fine. We expected that. What is it that we've got so much of? Raw mineral. 266 tons of igneous rock. That is the stuff that's taken up all the space, guys. That's what it is. We still need some mopping to go on down here and all over the shop. Cancel. Okay. What I was going to do is build another power transformer. That's why we did this whole thing, because we need another circuit. Yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. Actually, I'm going to cancel that and drag it along one if I can. Is that possible? Yeah, it'll build there. Yeah, okay. Because heavy white wire. Actually, we can just run. We can run it in, but then I'm not going to be able to get the power out of there. Actually, I am. I'll just run it on that side. That'll be fine. Alright, cool. No problems. Smart batteries, that's what we were going to look at. I don't know why I didn't finish building them. So we're going to have like... Should we do 6 smart batteries? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. Yeah. In fact, what are we building those out of? Where are we? Smart battery. We're building out of copper or we're building out of iron? We're building out of iron currently, which is fine. We've got more iron than we have copper. Hatches are looking okay. Yeah, I was thinking about building a couple more incubators and try and maybe get some more eggs. But that being said, I don't quite know why we're running out of food. I really understand the whole thing. Print an arbor acorn. These things might have been stopping growing because of the temperature. That could be causing an issue for them. But these pipes are now containing water at 21 degrees. Now this has gone down considerably. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes, yes, yes. So the water being pumped out of this now is at 18 degrees. So, yep, should continue to cool the whole base down pretty well. We can always pump some water out of here to somewhere else if we need to. Too much water is going to become a problem sooner or later. We'll leave that like it is for now. Alright, I'm going to have to call it a day on the stream, so I'm going to have to go and get some sleep. I'll be up early to train in the morning. How are we getting on here? We're not. Not really. But we can. It's supposed to be built already. I can see why that would be unreachable. But yeah, that seemed to be working actually. Where's the gas overlay? Has it drained all the gas off? Yeah, it has. But once we get the smart batteries, we can start looking at a mix of kind of coal power and hydrogen power at the same time. How are we doing for coal? 38 tons. So it's gone down a bit. It has gone down a bit, but not too much. So that's good news at least. Food's gone back up a little bit again. We're just going to have to keep an eye on that food situation. It's in flux. I don't know how we suddenly went from making a surplus to not making enough. And that's what I've got a bit confused about there. It might be to do with turning the incubators off, something like that. Maybe some of the hatchlings died. They weren't producing as many eggs. Could have been something to do with that. Some of the heat could have affected some of the crops. And we have cooled it down considerably in here since. Probably want to start extending this water tank very soon. In fact, we'll probably do that now. We're going to deconstruct down this side here. And then we're going to start digging out. That's what we're going to do. Like that to start with. That's going to give us a slightly bigger tank. And then on top of that, we're probably going to come underneath as well because we've got room for it. So why wouldn't we? And let's prioritise the digging that's going to take place on the top first, which you've already messed up. Just to lower that water level a bit so we can store a lot more cold water in there. It's what we want to do ideally. Let's dig down. Right. You know, I mean, that can be the new floor of the tank, no problem at all. You're just going to make sure you need a ladder to get out, like that. And they can go down there and sort that out in their own time. Okay, cool. That's really good. What we don't want to do actually is take that down so far that the water's not going to get to the... yeah, I might have overdone that. Alright, well we need to run this again anyway, so we'll do that. Turn that off. Turn that on. Yeah, start shoving a bit of that water back into these things. Yeah, that actually I can actually still get in there at the moment, but that might be a problem shortly. Let's just cancel the rest of that for now, because we currently are still able to use that. Brilliant, okay. That should last us a long, long time. So currently the water coming out of the pipes is at 18 degrees, which is running all around the base. We've got some hot air being generated there, but it cools down very, very quickly. And the base, on the whole, isn't looking too hot. It's warm in there. It's pretty cool around here. It's pretty cool around there considering it's all plants. And even down here, we've got it at a reasonable temperature. Okay. Looking good. This is hot, obviously. Supposed to be. We are not pulling... oh, what's going on there? No power to my liquid pump. What happened? We burned the circuit out, did we? Current load 2,800 watts coming out of that circuit, so it's burning out all the time. What is going on? This thing 120, 120, 240 is about 500, and then it's going up here. And it's hooked into the heavy watt wire. Okay. That is my problem. That's not good for the circuit. So, deconstruct there and there. And we'll see if there's a way to wire it back in without... I mean, if we just run that stuff just off that circuit there, that shouldn't be a problem. And then anything from above, we'll run off this circuit here. Like so. Yeah. I should have spun them round. Why didn't I? I mean, we're going to mess with all these later anyway. Get them all sorted out. Aha! My batteries are on. Okay. Right, power. I need to shut this game down soon. I'm going to have to get some rest. Heavy watt wire. Okay. Right. Batteries want to be hooked up to the system. 1, 2, 3. Make it so. Once those are hooked up, we can start removing these. Because we'll have batteries on the system at least. Alright, cool. We've got some batteries on the system. Why are they showing that they've got no automation wire connected? That's fine, I don't need an automation wire connected. They will work without one. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Deconstruct and deconstruct. Okay, I'm going to call that a day on the game because I'm going to get some rest. But if you've stuck around, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.